Welcome back, friends, to SCG at the Movies. I'm Vince, and this is 10 questions in 10 minutes, part 2. A moment ago, we didn't take the full 10 minutes. It only took about 7, but we got 10 more questions here. So, you asked, what was the most unexpected moment in the movie that made you laugh out loud? Okay, so I would say there were actually 2. And the first one was, unless I heard wrong, the first one that really made me laugh was when Alita was telling Orion, right, Optimus, that she referred to him. She was like, "You and those 2 idiot GoBots," and that part absolutely made me laugh out loud because calling them GoBots was funny. And then I think I heard right because that was like so cool. And then also when Bumblebee, kept referring to himself as Badassatron. That was like cracking me up. It was unexpected, and he kept going on and on about it. That was definitely funny. So I think those were 2 unexpected moments that made me laugh out loud. Which character would you want to hang out with for a day and why? That's a great question. I would say Bumblebee would have been a lot of fun, but at the same time, I guess Bumblebee's always been my favorite. He looks like he's going to be a lot of fun. He'd be cracking me up, so I'm going to go with that. If you could rewrite one scene, what would you change to make it even more hilarious? I would definitely say, at the beginning, there were some moments that were, kind of cute and fun, and they were played for laughs, but it was a little slow. So I would say the timing and the pacing could have been a little quicker. That's really all I got to say about that part. What was the most ridiculous plot twist that had you rolling your eyes? Well, it wasn't really rolling my eyes, but the whole Sentinel Prime thing, you could see a mile away. But again, I didn't really roll my eyes, and I really loved John Hamm. Well, I love John Hamm in general. He's just an amazing actor and a great talent. But it's just because I could see that a mile away. Which actor's performance stole the show, and who was just there for a paycheck? Well, great question. Stole the show. I can't say enough about Chris Hemsworth. He was really doing a great job with his American accent. It wasn't spot on, but it fit. And at the end, I was like, the very end of the movie, after the evolution from Orion to Optimus, I was a little shocked. I was like, did they do that to make him sound like Optimus, like Peter Cullen? They did something cool, or he practiced. And he was like, "I am Optimus Prime." And I was like, whoa! He could definitely do Optimus forever going forward, obviously. With have decades of being able to do it, especially if he does it that way. So that, again, was a chef's kiss. Let's see. Who's there for a paycheck? I wouldn't say that. I think that the cast seemed like they had a lot of fun with this. So I would say no. There weren't any performances I didn't like. I appreciated that. How would you rate the movie's special effects on a scale from meh to mind-blowing? I would say this movie looked great. As far as the special effects or, the visuals, let's call it that, they were awesome. I loved how futuristic it looked. I loved the way they built the world, and, they borrowed elements from other Transformers movies. But to me, there was always this, slight, Blade Runner feel. I know they had this kind of mix of, slightly Fifth Element-ish, but, this was a little more utopian looking. So, I appreciated that. What was the most memorable line or quote from the movie that you'll be repeating for weeks? I it's got to be the GoBots part, you know, when I already said that, but when Scarlett Johansson referred to, you know, Optimus as you and your idiot GoBot friends or whatever, that definitely had me rolling. And oh, I'll say I almost missed this one. So when Shockwave was he was introduced, I got goosebumps. When they had Soundwave, got goosebumps. But when she punched him right in the face, he's like, she hit me in my eye or whatever. That was hilarious. And she's like, you're gonna be coming with us. And he's like, we'll be going with you or whatever. Which he said, that was funny. So being punched in his eye, that cracked me up. Let's see. If this movie had a blooper reel, which scene do you think would be the funniest? It would definitely be Bumblebee knocking off and making his jokes. That. Now, if there would have been scenes where Bumblebee was like long interacting with Starscream, I just think that talent would have been hilarious. And how did the soundtrack contribute to the movie's vibe? Any songs that felt out of place? Absolutely not. So the final song was actually like, I had to Shazam it right away because I was like, that's pretty hype. And the soundtrack, I'll say again, the soundtrack I'll rate 8 out of 10 was great for me. It was great. Would you recommend this movie for a first date, a family night, or a solo watch, and why? Great question. I would definitely say this is a fun movie to watch with your friends. Anybody could watch, and appreciating action, and especially if you love Transformers. There was great moments in there. I'm going to add this because I didn't say this, but when D16 and Orion were evolving throughout the movie, that was awesome. They got their cogs, and then they leveled up again. That was outstanding. And then when Optimus got the Matrix and then truly leveled up, man, that was cool. And then he had like that Energon axe that we love. Jeez, it was just like went beast mode. So definitely I love that. So guys, what are the questions do you want us to answer? Please leave in the comments. And this was a lot of fun. This movie was a lot of fun. And let me just say, Transformers 1 does not suck. So look forward to seeing you here again, and I'll make another video. If you have more questions, just put them in the comments, and be talking to you soon. Thanks for hanging out with us. See you again.